Hello there lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and today I'm going to take you through our top 10 best Sonic Mania stages. Before we get into things though, I do have to say that this video does contain spoilers, so consider this your official spoiler warning I suppose. Also, to make things a little bit more interesting, we're only going to choose one act per zone, so no Act 1 and Act 2 of one particular zone, with one exception, but it's an exception worth making, and I hope you can forgive me. But anyway, enough waffling, let's dive right into things. As well as all those big, swoopy, slidey water slides that we remember, Hydrocity Act 1 is possibly the most heavily remixed classic stage in the entire game. Draining water, gondolas, those bubbles you can float in from Sonic 2 on the Master System, this is a heavily reworked stage that blends the best of the old and new into a delicious, creamy delight. Also, it has a great boss fight. Studiopolis is the very first totally original zone that you come across in the game, and although the second act isn't the first level you see of it, it's definitely the stronger of the two. The long, super fast cables are a joy to run across, and the entirely new aesthetic fills that gaping Casinopolis zone hole that we've been tending for so many years. For any fans of really obscure Sonic characters, this is the zone for you. This second act offers beautiful design coupled with a surprise appearance from Fang the Sniper, Bean the Dynamite, and even Bark the Polar Bear, who looks almost nothing like a real polar bear. It's a great nod to some of the older, more forgotten characters, although it's not really them, but it's still cool. Although the second act arguably relies too much on those plasma ball thingies, Act 1 of Titan Monarch is absolutely wonderful. It's incredibly atmospheric, and the borderline religious look to everything feels extremely imposing. The level layout's pretty good as well, I suppose. Do you like to go fast? Well, if you're playing a Sonic game, the answer's probably yes. Coupling blazing fast, spring-loaded narrow tubes and Donkey Kong Country-style blasting, Stardust Speedway is a blisteringly good time, and the second act is even faster than the first. It's also the stage that looks the absolute worst on YouTube due to the massive contrast, tiny details, and YouTube's compression algorithms. Alright, I know, this is a stressful one, but Oil Ocean Act 2 is so stressful it's completely unforgettable. Everything's tough enough as it is, but when the fumes start to gather, not only can you barely see where you're supposed to go, you'll slowly start to lose rings as a result of breathing this toxic smog. It's hard to think of a more satisfying stage to finally complete. What do you mean an icy printworks hasn't been done as a theme before in Sonic? Yes, it's a very specific theme idea, but it works brilliantly. The pinks of the trees popping against the whites and blues of the backdrop are a joy to behold, and the whole frozen in an ice block mechanic is genuinely clever and really, really good fun. This is the exception I was talking about, but it's honestly worth it, trust me, because this is a really weird situation. Mirage Saloon Act 1 is completely different for Knuckles than it is for Tails and Sonic. They're up in the sky fighting some massive wormy thing, and you're down here in a level that's entirely unique to Knuckles and is therefore tailor-made for him. It's wonderful to see a level that finally gives the Red Monotremata the exclusive attention he rightfully deserves. God, it was hard choosing between these two acts. It really, really was. Flying Battery Zone has long been heralded as one of the greatest levels in Sonic history, and so choosing the new act over the original was really, really tough. But Act 2 has so much going for it. If you take one branching path at the very beginning, you might as well be playing an entirely new third act. If you've played this one before and you've gone down that garbage chute, you'll know exactly what I mean. Yep. It just simply had to be. Chemical Plant Zone is not only an absolute classic with a really annoying bit in Act 1, but Act 2 makes everything that made the original level so great and turns it up way beyond 11. New chemical things are used everywhere, allowing you to bounce, stick, and even ride some sort of DNA strand to new heights. The clincher that put this one at number 1 is undoubtedly the boss fight. It's, in my view, the best surprise the game has to offer, and even though I said there would be spoilers in this video, I'm not going to even potentially spoil it for any of you lot. Play the game, surprise yourself. And there you have it. Do you agree with this list? Probably not, because this kind of thing is incredibly subjective, so let us know what your favourite levels are down there in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you freeze that subscribe button, then send it hurtling around a load of loop-the-loops, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.